We haven't been able to confirm this ourselves. We don't know if it is accurate. But Mother Jones says it's got a scoop that apparently Joe Manchin has been telling associates that if he doesn't get his way on the reconciliation plan, he may leave the Democratic Party. Now, we don't know if he would become an independent and vote with the Democrats like Bernie Sanders, or if he'd consider becoming a Republican. But if this is accurate, that is big news.
That would be big news. I actually wrote a column about 3 months ago saying he should do exactly that. I mean, he has a lot more in common with the Republican Party than he does with the Democratic Party. As he said, I'm not a socialist. I'm not a liberal. I'm a conservative. His state is a very, very deep red state. And, you know, I think what the Democrats are, again, just like they're driving school board moms into the hands of the Republican Party, these suburban voters who supported them, they're driving people like Joe Manchin away by pursuing socialism when they don't have a mandate for socialism. The voters did not elect the Democratic Party, Joe Biden president, and put Democrats in charge of the Congress in order to pass a socialist agenda, because we got a 50-50 Senate. They got like, what, a 3-vote majority, narrow majority in the House. That's a mandate for compromise. Joe Manchin is trying to compromise. He's trying to bring bipartisanship back. He's trying to reach across the aisle, and the Democrats are pushing him and pushing him and pushing him to vote for things that he doesn't believe in, and the people of West Virginia don't believe in. So at some point, if your party doesn't want you, and your party is telling you have to do things you don't believe in, maybe you should go to a party where more people share your beliefs.
Well, that's what the governor. That's what the governor Jim Justice did, and if Manchin were to flip, that would change the balance of power in the Senate. Marc Thiessen, always great to see you. We got to run. We got some breaking news.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.